This is News with the Disney Dude. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and please hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Here now's the news for Monday, July 13th of 2026. Columns have been covered, and the American Heritage Gallery has reopened at the American Adventure in Epcot. So the few days ago, the patriotic bunting from the 4th of July recently came off of the American Adventure. The columns looked very damaged, so they had to cover them up. I don't know if there's going to be any construction yet or not. We haven't really pinpointed that yet, but there also there was a very bad thunder and lightning storm not too long ago, and it knocked out the power to the American Heritage Gallery. So they closed that as well, and now that, you know, obviously the power is back on and everything, now the gallery has reopened. They were also using that as a storage space for the portraits of courage as well. So now that all that's cleared out, now they can start using the space again, which is great. A great way to escape the summer heat or the rainstorms, another way to walk around and learn in a space. So which is what Epcot was designed for. It was designed as not only this theme park for people to have fun, but it was also a place where you could learn about different cultures and different American what's the word I'm looking for here? Well, anyway, you can learn different things in different pavilions and such. So that was another reason that the edutainment aspect of Epcot, which is still really great to see. I know a lot of people on vacations are not interested in learning. They're just, I want to go on a ride. Me like ride goes fast. But but to take a few moments and learn about different cultures, about different aspects of life. That was another reason, for Epcot to exist. So it's great to have this the American Heritage Gallery open again. So now people can once again walk through the space. Navi River Journey never opened today at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The theme park opened at 8. Early park entry was 7:30. The ride never opened. It never opened for for the early morning guests, and it never opened for the regular guests as well. So we don't know what happened, but it had to be a very bad technical issue. So hopefully they'll get that resolved, and then hopefully tomorrow it will be back open and ready to go. But as of right now, we don't know why it was closed all day. But evidently it was something. Something happened where it couldn't open. Restrooms are closed for refurbishment at the Germany Pavilion in Epcot. So yes, I'm talking about bathrooms. So if you're at the Germany Pavilion, you just keep in mind that the restrooms are not open now. You're going to have to use the ones that are just off of the American Adventure Pavilion, or the ones that are a little bit further down off of the Norway Pavilion. So, but just keep in mind that the Germany Pavilion restrooms are closed for refurbishment. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad vehicle barn theming has been added at the Magic Kingdom. So you may know that they were building this barn for maintenance and such. So now theming has been added to the actual vehicle barn, which is a little bit off to the side. But that's great. You know, adding theming to that spot. That's fantastic. That's great. Former Buzz Lightyear meet and greet gets generic Tomorrowland theming at the Magic Kingdom. So I don't really know why he's not meeting there anymore. He's probably meeting in a different space. But I want to talk about this theming. I'm going tomorrow I'm going tomorrow to the Magic Kingdom. So, but I want to talk about this generic Tomorrowland theming. It's ugly. It's awful. I hate it. I don't know why they were just like, it's fine. No one's gonna care. It's just a stucco wall, and it's very bland. It's not themed much to, you know, Buzz Lightyear's little meet and greet area that he has is kind of themed to, is loosely themed. I use that word. I use that term, loosely themed to Star Command. So evidently that area's closed now, and they just decided to use kind of stucco, generic, plain space theme. Again, very loose theme. But hopefully they'll come up with something better, because this looks bad. It looks awful. I hate it. It's very plain. It's very bland. It's terrible. I hate it. So hopefully they'll get something that's more permanent. If that's the permanent project, if that's the permanent project, Disney needs to figure something out. Figure something else out, because that is ugly. That is ugly. It's awful. It's cheap looking, and it looks like garbage. All right. So again, hopefully something else will happen here, because if it doesn't, man, we're going to be going after Disney for that, because that looks like crap. That looks like garbage. Supports have been installed around the patio at the Brown Derby and Disney's Hollywood Studios. Don't really know what this is for. You know, probably just general maintenance and upkeep. Now, in a couple months' time, about 4 months, Jollywood Nights will be starting. The Christmas season will be starting. So maybe this is connected to that. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So have to keep an eye open for this. An eye open for this project. But we don't really know what's happening here. Cinderella Castle stage painting project is mostly complete at the Magic Kingdom. I would say any day now that's going to be completed, and then Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair will return. I don't think it's returned yet. I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, somebody correct me on this. But as far as I know, Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair is still on hiatus. But if it is still on hiatus, it's again any day now. Any day that'll reopen. That project will be done, and then Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair will resume performances if it hasn't already. Again, I'm not entirely sure, so it may have, it may have not. But I don't think it has. I don't think it's resumed performances yet. But any day now, any day now, Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair will be back. Just in time for the worst part of summer. Just for the worst part of the summer season. Now we are approaching the, very, very hot and humid season. Mid-July through the end of, August is just terrible. It's so hot. So hot, so unbearable. So, just in time for that. Just in time for, the worst part of the season. Intersection that brought guests to Disney's Polynesian Village Resort for decades is now permanently closed. I really hope that there's another road, because there's so much behind the Magic Kingdom that most people don't even know is there. There's, as far as I know, there are 2 apartment complexes. There's a Publix back there. So I hope there's another way to get back there. But it's, because they want that back road just to be used for the Walt Disney World buses and such, which I understand on a business standpoint. That's fine, but what are those people that work back there or live back there? How are they supposed to get, how are they supposed to get back to their home or to that Publix back there? Again, I don't know. Again, if someone knows the roads back there, please share that information, because otherwise that's bad. That's pretty bad. So, but again, anyone that knows the roads back there, please comment. Please let me know. I'm not too familiar with the area back behind the Magic Kingdom, because obviously I don't live back there. I've been back there a few times, but this was before the whole road construction thing was started. So I don't know. I have no idea. So if anyone knows anything, feel free to comment. Maybe I'll try to go back there if I find time, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. The new bus stop opens at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. So, that's really why the road closed back there, is because that road back there was very crowded. It was not even traffic time, and it was very crowded, very congested. So they want that road just for the Walt Disney World Resort buses, which again, I understand, I get it. But again, this is something I'm not entirely sure of. So again, if anyone knows anything more, please feel free to comment, because that's not my, I don't know that area. I really don't. Towering cranes loom over Star Wars Galaxy's Edge as Monstropolis construction advances. I can tell you where you can even see the cranes outside of Galaxy's Edge. You can even see them in the parking lot. Okay, you can even see them in the parking lot when you drive up to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Okay, those cranes greet you there when you drive up to the parking lot. All right, so I hope that I haven't been to Galaxy's Edge in a while, so I don't know, but hopefully the cranes are kind of hidden, so it doesn't take you out of the story. But I have no idea. I don't know. So palm trees arrive to refresh landscaping by the Chinese Theater at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So the palm trees that were there, Elvis, I don't know if they were impacted by the freeze or not. Maybe they just died or something happened to them, so they had to be replaced. So, but it's nice that the palm trees, that new palm trees have arrived at right by the Chinese Theater, because it kind of frames the Chinese Theater really nicely. I mean, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway doesn't do anything for that building, but the palm trees are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. I mean, it's a great picture spot. Great picture spot. It's just picture perfect there. So that's, having those palm trees there, that's fantastic. Frontierland Boardwalk has been removed from digital and physical Magic Kingdom maps. So the boardwalk used to run. So if you're coming out, let's say you're coming out of the Country Bear Musical Jamboree, okay? If you're coming out of that space, if you, facing that way, there used to be a very long walkway behind that area, right behind Big Al's and Westward Ho and the food cart. That now is closed because of the construction right now. So that area is even more cramped than it was before. It's even way more cramped than it was before. So pack your patience, because Frontierland is very cramped right now. Very cramped. So I'm going to go check on this tomorrow, but I have a feeling it's going to be very cramped. very, very cramped in Frontierland. Speaking of restroom refurbishments, Rock and Roller Coaster restrooms are now closed for refurbishment at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So the restrooms that were right off of the side of Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets, those are now closed for refurbishment. There are bathrooms that are located further in the courtyard. Those are right next to Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After, or there are other bathrooms that are right next to the Beauty and the Beast live on stage show, which is right next to the Tower of Terror. So if you want to call it the Tower of Terror bathrooms, you know, those are still available, but lots of bathroom refurbishments. A lot of bathroom refurbishments. So, will anything change? I don't know, probably not. But again, keeping the restrooms up to date, up to snuff, you know, which is obviously a great thing to do. All right, now we come to a rumor here, a rumor that's been circulating around social media for a while. I've seen people posting this, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But it's still generating a lot of news. So there is a rumor going around right now that Space Mountain could soon be closing for a major refurbishment at the Magic Kingdom. Now, look, now that's why I wore this Space Mountain shirt today. Now, look, I like Space Mountain as much as the next person, but it needs a refurbishment. Okay, it really needs a major refurbishment, okay? The track is so bumpy. I mean, it's rough. It is a really rough ride. I mean, it is so rough. The track is bumpy, and each turn just jerks you around. So I think it's time, well past time, for Space Mountain to close for a major refurbishment. Those tracks need to be replaced, and just the whole building really needs to be refurbished and updated and kept up to snuff as well. Are they going to do anything with the actual ride? We don't know. You know, it could be something that's just inside the building, but I'm hoping that's what that is. I'm hoping that Space Mountain will close for a major track refurbishment because, man, that ride is rough. That ride is really, really rough. And I don't know if that's worse than Everest, but Everest is made to be rough, but Space Mountain that's rough. That is a really rough ride. So hopefully some TLC and love will be put into this refurbishment. Hopefully they'll be replacing the tracks and such, because it needs it. It really needs it. So I'm going to knock on wood here and keep my fingers crossed that's what this means. That Space Mountain will be getting a whole new track replacement. Which I don't know. Look, they're down an attraction with Carousel of Progress. So will it be this year? I don't know. They may wait until next year until the Carousel of Progress reopens. But right, again, all this is speculative. We don't know anything. Again, this is just a rumor at this point, but as soon as we know something, we'll let you all know something. But we'll just have to keep our eyes and ears open for this one. And our last story is, so spoiler alert, we are in Florida, by the way. It's very hot right now. A heat advisory has been issued for Central Florida for third day in a row. There's probably going to be one tomorrow. So I know people are sitting there going, dude, what are you talking about? We're in Florida. Yeah, I know. But, you know, again, there's a lot of people that come here on vacation. They have no idea. They have no idea about Florida's summer pattern. So it's, you know, again, if you're not from here, please, you know, check the weather app. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Make sure you're taking frequent rest breaks. You know, plenty of air conditioning breaks. Look, I've been here since 2015. I have been here for 11 years. And the heat still gets to me, okay? The heat, people ask me all the time, do you ever get over the heat? The answer is no. No, you never get over the heat, okay? You just have to try and adapt to it, okay? So, again, I'm going to say it again for the people that watch this, that are on vacation, please, the theme parks are not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. Take a few minutes, you know, make sure you drink plenty of water. Make sure that you are taking frequent air conditioning breaks, or, you know, sit down breaks, or what, because it's rough. Now we are approaching the really, really hot season in Florida. So that's not just, you know, that's not just Orlando and the Disney area in Kissimmee. That's across the entire state. That's across the entire state. So, so again, stay safe, drink plenty of water, take frequent breaks. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. All right. So, but there you are. There is your news for this Monday. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to this channel for more content. You can support me and everything I do here at News with the Disney Dude by joining my Patreon group, which is News with the Disney Dude 1988. You can support me for everything that I do, for the news, for in-park content, everything. It's $5 a month. So please go over and join. That would really, really be appreciated. Until then, I'll see you right back here on Wednesday for Wednesday's news show. Until then, y'all keep each other safe and healthy. Please don't get overheated. And remember that tomorrow is just a dream away.